Repeat that question. Some of us remember.
I don't remember.
That's why we have
I said if she's got the old chazaka that hasn't been broken, and now there's a kesel before the actual period. What do you go back to? There's nothing to go back to.
If it's
got the old chazaka that
if it's miyes liyes, then we don't have a problem. If it's mitama miyes liyes, but if it goes back,
breaks the chazaka.
No, what's happening?
The two things according to Rabbi created the chazaka.
No, it may be I'm confused. Really, it doesn't have to go back to a period. It goes back to a bedika, and a bedika she could have done, or an examination or something.
Assuming she didn't do a bedika.
Assuming that she's doing bedika, because she doesn't necessarily have to at this point.
Well, okay, so we would just go back. It would go. It doesn't matter. It would go back to any bedika because she was tummy before, once, or it would go back to just miyes liyes, like the chachamim saying.
Wait, I thought going back it was 24 hours, or if she did the bedika within the 24 hours.
Or according to Beis Hillel holds that it goes back to the last bedika.
Oh.
Hillel. Was it Hillel, not Beis Hillel? Hillel. Okay.
Last bedika from the last.
Whenever it was. Kimaskeflo Rabbi Loi. Rabbi Loi has a question. Let me just point out that Chizkiah is here. He's a son of Rabbi Chia. And here's Rabbi Yochanan. Chizkiah Yochanan. Now, for you, 7th grade, right? You're doing Haminiach? Yeah, you're doing Haminiach. So, you had a Gemara in Haminiach where Rabbi Loi says something b'marava. B'marava Amri.
No.
Remember that? Chaim, remember b'marava Amri? Or Ami b'marava Rabbi Loi? Yeah. No, ein darken shel b'nei adam l'spainin b'drachim. Did you have a Rabbi Loi?
That's
Rabbi Loi is with the lion.
That's in Kiddush.
Okay. Anyway, that's Rabbi Loi would be from Eretz Yisrael. B'shem Rabbi Loi. B'marav Amri b'shem Rabbi Loi.
Isn't he the one with the lion with the Caesar? He said, bring you the lion.
And milk?
Oh, the lion, the sound.
Oh,
So,
but my
bring you the
Rava in the
lion.
West.
Right.
Oh, and yeah, we actually did.
Do you remember Rabbi Loi? It said Rabbi
Ula?
Loi. Yeah, Rabbi Ula. It's
He's the person who says you
B'shem
can.
Rabbi Ula, but on the side it says
He
Eli.
says you don't have to look
Right.
at the.
Right.
You don't have to look
So what was
at
the
the
lion?
Yeah.
You had
don't have
the
to look-
Ula, but on the side it says Rabbi Loi.
Fine.
What are you saying
On
with
my
the
Rava
lion?
says you don't have to look where you're going.
Yes, about the line of Eily came to make a sound.
Oh.
All the things started to fall.
Uh-huh.
The walls.
Where did
fell
we
down.
have that? In Kulin or something.
I mentioned them once before.
The Aryeh de Be'iloi.
Yeah.
Mixing you said you want to mix things, we'll mix things. And remember, you
Shake it up a little bit.
created a monster that like roared and
Uh-huh.
everything.
Okay, Maskevla Rabbi Loi asked for Chimam bin Zula Besula Shedemat Tayrim. Rabbi Loi is asking Chizkiah. Chizkiah says that it's Tameh. Chizkiah says that it's Tameh after the second time, the Kesem is Tameh. Rabbi Loi says, what's the difference between this and a Besula? A Besula is a woman that was never together with a man, that her blood is Tahar. Now, her blood is tar because it's considered dam besulam, the blood of the besula, virginity. Now, how long is her blood tahar? Do we assume that that's the blood? There's a difference between how old she is. If it's 4 nights or 1 day, there's a difference over there. So, the question that's being asked here is that by a besula, if she has a kesem, we're not metamed, even though it could be that this is blood, real blood, and why over here are you saying that it is tamei, you should compare this woman here to a basula. Let me see what do you have here. Let me see the comparison.
Saying by basula, the blood is from the breakage.
Right.
So that's not a flow from above, which is true.
Yeah, and my question is, what is the we're comparing over here. See, over here, she's already tummy. She's already should be tummy if she would actually see. And Rabbi Eily is not accepting that. He's saying, why don't you compare it to a basula? Oh, a basula that's igiyas manaliris. It's talking about a basula that's old enough to see. That's what we're saying. A basula that's old enough to see, we say that her kesem is tahar. Why are we saying it's tahar? She never saw, but she's old enough to see. So this girl also, that she's obviously old enough to see. Well, even if she's not old enough, but she's already seen 2 times, which means that she's established that she sees. So let her kesem be tahar, just like the basula's kesem is tahar, if she's old enough to see. And as both women are in the same situation, both of them are old enough to see. One is actually not old enough to see, but it's considered old enough to see because she saw it twice. And this one is old enough to see, she never saw yet. She just says dam basulim. So Amalei Rab Zeir responds, Zuz sir for matzi, v'zu ain't sir for matzi. It's not the age that we're discussing here, the status. What we're discussing here is the reason why the basula's kesem is tahar is because we have another source to say where the blood is from. It's the dam basulim. Okay. So that's why it's not a question on Chizkiah. Amar Ula, Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Mishum Reb Shimon ben Yitzadok.
But then you get into how long the Kesem came up. You were right after that.
You mean with
could
the
say
Dam
that's
Basulim?
more, But at some point.
With the dam basulim?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a difference how long it is. If it's 1 night or 4 days. Okay. Here it says, Rabbi Yochanan says the name of Reb Shimon ben Yitzadok. Now, there's a little bit of a contradiction. Usually it says, yeah. Usually when there's usually the term mishum means that it's not a teacher. And here we're going to see that it's going to say that he is a teacher. And Taisus is discussing another comment that was made, and Rabbi Yochanan didn't protect Shimon ben Yitzadok. It sounds like that he's not his teacher. Shimon ben Yitzadok is not his teacher. So he responds that there's 2 Reb Shimon. Taisus does that a few times. He says that there were 2. There's 2 Rav Kanas when he asks these contradictions. Okay, let's see the Gemara. Rabbi Yochanan says the name of Reb Shimon Yitzadok Tinekers gives manalira is a young girl that's not old enough to see Varasa Pam Rishayno Shniya. She sees once, she sees a second time. Roika Midrasha B'Shuk Tar. If there's fluids that come from her, spit, or if she sits on something, it's still tar. Kisma Nami tar. Her kesem is also tar. It's Rabbi Yochanan's opinion, because she was never had the 3rd time to actualize that halacha. The problem is we don't know imdi de imdi Rabbi. We don't know if this is Rabbi Yochanan's own opinion saying this, if he's adding that, or if it's his teacher's opinion referring to Reb Shimon ben Yitzadok. That's where the Taisus comes in, because the Gemara calls him his teacher. The Gemara says, "L'may nafkamina." What's the difference? L'mehevi dvar shalechad b'makim shnayim. If we're going to say that it's both Rabbi Yochanan and Reb Shimon ben Yitzadok versus Chizkiah, because if it's Rabbi Yochanan is adding that in, then it's Rabbi Yochanan is just saying the same thing twice. That's not going to add up to be a majority. But if it's Rabbi Yochanan saying it and Reb Shimon ben Yitzadok saying it, and Chizkiah is on the other side, then it would be 2 against 1.
When you say something in the name of your Rav, aren't you agreeing with it, or you're going to argue with it?
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. There's a whole, it's, if
you bring it and still not agree with it.
Well, it's your understanding.
we know that he agrees with it. We know that he agrees with it. The question is if his teacher also agrees with it. because the teacher said kisma. The kisma only said the teacher said Reiko midrasa b'shuktar. Then there was a conclusion of kisma namitar. We don't know if that conclusion, if it's Rabbi Yochanan or adding that, or if it's Rabbi Shimon Tzaddik, that would create two. There is another complication that has to do with how to add up Paiskim. Rav Avadia looks at the way Rav Avadia would Paskin. He adds up everyone that says this and everyone that says that, and he goes by the majority. He's able to do that. He knew like everything, so he just like throws it together. And question is, how do you count that out?
It's like a condo where the penthouse gets 1.78.
Question is, how do you categorize if there's one school of thought? If it's a teacher with a student, is that counted as two? Is that counted as one? It gets complicated in those scenarios. Okay. Yasa Ravin, when Ravin came.
Anytime like that question, anytime someone's saying it in the name of the Rav, then he used to say all the time you have machlokas. They're quoting the same thing. It's the same Rabbi Shimon. One guy thought he meant this, and one guy thought he meant that. He's quoting verbatim what his Rabbi said, but the maskana is 100%, 180 degrees the opposite argument.
Right. So how could they say the same thing in the name of the two different things in the name of the same person?
No, of course they could do it, but why? You would never count the Rabbi.
You wouldn't count it as part of it.
Oh.
He's asking, why don't you count it twice? You would never count it twice.
Oh, but he said it's the last statement.
Here we're discussing the last statement.
Even without that, I'm saying in general, you never.
Without that, it's correct. Both of them agree.
Okay,
the only question here is the last statement. With Kisma.
Ravin is one of the travelers, and he would bring statements from Rabbi Yochanan, from Eretz Yisrael to Bavel. He's put on the chart here. Ravin and Rav Dimi are put on the chart over here, and Ula for some reason is put on that side. But even they're both. So Ravin, Kumar says Kiyasa Ravin v'chol nechusei. Take out the word Yama. V'chol nechusei. These are the travelers were called nechusei, the people that would go from Eretz Yisrael to Bavel. Chais means to go down. Chasen, right? Chais died. So Amrua to Reb Shimon ben Yitzadek. It's supposed to be for Reb Shimon ben Yitzadek. That it was really his teacher. So therefore it's two to one. Rabbi Yochanan and Reb Shimon ben Yitzadek. Amr Rav Chilki bar Tuvi. Rav Chilki bar Tuvi says, Tinoy kishlegi zman alirais. A young girl that's not old enough to see, but she started to see. Even if she's flowing for 7 days, which is the time of Nidda, 7 days, it's only considered one Riyah. Kumar says, even if she's flowing, and it goes without saying that if she stops, that if there's multiple seeings during those 7 days, that it's only considered one. Adarabba, Paisekas Havlakasterias. You don't say Afila Shefas, even if it's flowing. Say only if it's flowing. But if it's stopping and starting, that would be considered more than one. Umar says, Ella Tinaikishleges Manaliris Vishefas Kol Zayin. It's different. Talking about a girl that hasn't seen, and now she sees, and it's a flow, not Afilu Shefas, Vishefas. And it's a flow of 7 days. In El Riachas, it's only considered one seeing. Amar Rav Simi Barchia. Simi Barchia says, Midalefes Eina Kiraya. If it's Midalefes, that means the blood is dripping. So it's not like she saw. Kumar says, Vahakachazia. She is seeing. Kumar says, Ima Eina Keshefas Ela Kepaiseke. It's not like it's flowing, it's like it's starting and stopping. Michlal, if dripping, the blood dripping is like starting and stopping, that means that what does shefas mean? That it's flowing like a faucet. Michlal the shefas kinara. That means a flow is that it's flowing like a river. It's impossible to live like that. That's like a hemorrhage. Elaema ein el keshefas. What we meant to say is that midalefes is like flowing, not like starting and stopping. Is the opposite. A drip at a regular, that's considered like a flow. Okay. Which means that it's all considered one seeing, and you don't say, oh, but she saw this a few times. Taner Rabbanan. By the way, these things become relevant. It's even though it sounds like there's some relevance in when it comes to Vestas. What gets put on the calendar and different things is it put down again. It becomes relevant, and the Gemara sometimes the Gemaras are you have to go back to the Gemara to figure out what's the law, even though there's Shulchan Aruch and all of that. But there comes things that are not clearly in the Shulchan Aruch. You have to look back in the Gemara to see what, even though these things, they seem not relevant, they come out relevant in certain situations.
So in other places of halakha, this would be called halamachas.
Halamachas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but actually in Kuf Pei Dalet, it discusses Shofas, Mitzalefes. This is discussed in Kuf Pei Dalet. In Hilchas Nidda, in Kuf Pei Dalet.
That's one forgetfulness.
Taner Rabbanan. Started in a Bais Chazaka, B'nai Yisrael, Achigil Lepir Kanir B'Cheskas Tara. Jewish girls, until they reach the age of seeing, they're considered tar. Veina Nashim Bait Kasaisan, and the women don't have to check them, even if they are involved with the Taharas food bank. They're tar. Yishigil Lepir, and once they reach the age of seeing, or in B'Cheskas Tmeim, then it's not like that. Then they're considered tamei. Menachem bait kaseisan, and the women have to examine them before they're going to get involved with the food and the grain. Rabbi Yehuda Eimer ein bait kaseisan biyad pnei shema avsaseisan. The examination they do is not by hand because that would give them a scratch, which is not good. Elasachaseisan b'shemen, they would just like massage oil on them mibifnim. Mekan chaseisan mibachutz, and the oil would come out and they would wipe the oil. V'hem nevdakas me'aleim, and that would be the examination. Okay, that's interesting. Rabbi Yossi said that in the Mishnah that a woman that's pregnant is not automatically dayashaita unless she's not automatically tamei only from then and on, and not retroactive, not automatic. It's only if 3 months go by and there's no blood. This is Rabbi Yossi's chumrah. Rabbi Yossi says muberes minika shavralem shaloshen dayan and everyone else said no. Everyone else said it's automatically dayashaita, and once they know that they're pregnant, it's dayashaita. Tani Tana Kamei de Rabbi Lazar. Tani Tana Kamei de Rabbi Lazar. There was a Tana that taught in front of Rabbi Lazar. In the Gemara, when it says Rabbi Lazar, it means Rabbi Lazar ben Pedas, who, by the way, had a son, Pedas. No, had a father, Pedas, if you remember that Gemara.
Where is he?
He's under Rabbi Yochanan. A large, bold... he's the one that took over Rish Lakish.
It wasn't too successful.
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
And the Tana taught like this: Rabbi Yossi Eimer meuberes eminika shavral gimelinas dayashaita. A meuberes and a meinika, a pregnant woman and a nursing woman, that 3 months pass by and there's no blood, then she's dayashaita. Dayashaita means she's only metame from then and on. No retroactive tum. If she sees 3 months go by and she doesn't see the other Tana in the Mishnah said automatically when she's pregnant, even if she's seeing blood every month and she's pregnant, she's probably abnormal, but she's still dayashaita because she's not supposed to be seeing. So we don't assume that it came earlier. The basis says no, it has to be 3 months clean. So Amar Lei, the problem is if you look at the words dayashaita, that's a singular term.
It's a funny term to use because dayashaita means the time is known, but you're saying the time is specifically not known.
Daya means it's enough. Daya, it's enough. Shaita, her time of seeing, and we don't extend it any time backwards. So Amar Lei, pasachta b'trei v'siyamta b'chada. You started off with Menachem and Mu'beres and a Menachem, a pregnant woman and a nursing woman. But when you wanted to say the halacha, you didn't say dayan, shaitais. You didn't say it in a plural, you said it in a singular. So Dilma Mu'beres v'hi minika ka'amret. Maybe it's talking about a pregnant woman that's also nursing. That could happen. She's nursing and she got pregnant. Milsa Gavorcha Kamashmalan is coming to tell us a chiddush. that we can count the 3 months for Rabbi Yossi from one to the other. It was 2 months in one and 1 month in the other, 2 months during the nursing and 1 month during the pregnancy. That combines to be the 3 months. And she's Menachem only from then and on. And the nursing will add to the pregnancy. Gemara's going to ask on that. How is that going to work? The one way is very obvious, that she was nursing and then she got pregnant. And 2 months during the nursing and 1 month during the new pregnancy will combine to be 3 months that she hasn't seen, and she is Daya Shaita. The other way is the Gemara is going to ask is a little complex, because to say that she was pregnant, then she gave birth and started nursing 2 months during the pregnancy and 1 month during the nursing will combine. Problem is that she became tummy in middle when she gave birth. And that's the Gemara is going to have to answer. So one way works, the other way it gets you have to figure out. Okay, Kedetanya, as was taught in the Bais, Yimei Ibura, the days of pregnancy will add up, will combine to the days of nursing. And the days of nursing will add up to the days of the pregnancy. Ketzad, what's the scenario? If Sikash Dayan Bimei Ibura, let's say she didn't see 2 months during her pregnancy, in 1 month during her nursing. See, it says it pretty clear that she was pregnant, she gave birth, she starts nursing, and that's considered stopping for 3 months, because 2 months during the pregnancy and 1 month during the nursing is like 3 months went by without any blood. All right, we're gonna have to figure that out. She gave birth, but
That's different.
oh, okay, good. That's one of the answers. Pass the trophy. If it's 2 during the nursing, and 1 during the pregnancy, or it's 1.5 during the pregnancy and 1.5 during the nursing, that will combine to 3 times that she didn't see. We can understand if the pregnancy is following the nursing, then we'll find it that she was first nursing and then she got pregnant. But how does the nursing combine to the pregnancy? Maybe it was a birth that had no blood, so there was no blood over there, and that's how it. However, that's not so pashut, because the Gemara discusses that later if that's possible. The Gemara says Aaron said the Gemara's answer that the Nidda is different blood than the Leda, so that doesn't count. It's a different blood. If you want, you can just say one of those cases. The Bais only taught one of them, not the other one. It's also an answer. Erase.
But here's a problem. Didn't we learn a few pages ago? Maybe I learned it wrong because I wasn't here. There's an opinion that for 24 months after birth, there is no blood.
Right.
So this is in contradiction to that opinion, right?
It is in contradiction. This is Rabbi Yossi's opinion that says that if there is blood, she's tamei, unless 3 months have gone by without blood. She's tamei lemafreya, unless 3 months have gone by. The other opinions were, what yesterday you learned yesterday, if it was only while she's nursing, or if it's 24 months automatically. Okay. When did we say Daya Shaita? We said in the Mishnah that Daya Shaita is only the first time, the first seeing after a woman stops seeing for 3 months. But the second seeing, it's already Metamaleis Meisleis. Amar Rav Akulu. Rav says that the first one is Daya Shaita, but the second one is Meisleis. Is talking about all 4 women that we said are Daya Shaita. The Zakena, and the young girl, and the pregnant and nursing. Shmuel Amar Leishanu Ala Basulo is a cane apple. Muber Seminika Dayan Kalime Ibura Dayan Kalime Minikusan. Shmuel says that it's only the young girl that has never seen yet that the first time she sees, not too young to see, she's old enough to see, but she sees the first time, she's Dayashaita. The second time, she's already Metama Lamafreya, or an older woman that stopped seeing but starts to see again. The first time she's Dayashaita, the second time is Metama Lamafreya. But if a woman is nursing or pregnant, we don't say that the first time she saw is Dayashaita, the second time is Metama Lamafreya, because she's not supposed to be seeing the whole pregnancy. The whole pregnancy and the whole nursing time, it's all abnormal. We don't say that she's going back to some situation or that she was in, or she's establishing a new situation. The fact is she's pregnant, she's not supposed to be seeing. Okay, so it's a machlekes Rav and Shmuel if it's referring to the nursing and pregnant. The same machlekes between Rav and Shmuel is also machlekes between Reish Lakish and Rabbi Yochanan. Reish Lakish goes like Rav, and Rabbi Yochanan goes like Shmuel. You have to follow this. I want the boys to follow it for me. If, in general, if you have a machlekes Rav and Shmuel, and then you have the same machlekes Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish, does it work out in most cases that Reish Lakish should go like Rav and Rabbi Yochanan should go like Shmuel? I'm just curious if you, as you go through Shas, to see that if that's a pattern. Okay. Rabbi Yochanan, we learned in Chulin, he wanted to see Shmuel. And remember the Gemara that he said he asked the child. And the child said, he asked the child, what pasuk did you learn? He said, Shmuel died. The pasuk in Shmuel, that Shmuel Hanavi died. He says, it must be that I shouldn't go visit him. And then the Gemara says, actually, Shmuel actually didn't die, just the Eibishter didn't want to be Matriach Rabbi Yochanan to travel to Bavel. Wow. So, okay. So, Kitanai. Not only that, is it a same machlekes this, but it also goes into a machlekes Tanaim. Me'uberes minika, a pregnant woman and a nursing woman, shoyish shefas dam, that the blood is flowing. Bais, shefas dam bais, and it's like continuing. So dayan kol yimei buran. They're dayan shaitan the whole pregnancy, but dayan kol yimei minikus and Reb Meir, and the dayan shaitan the whole nursing. Who does that go like? That's Reb Meir, but that goes like Shmuel and Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Shimon, and Lamed Dayan Shaitan El Bria Rishayna. That's only in the first seeing. This is Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Yehuda, and Rabbi Shimon. You have almost all five here of Rabbi Akiva's students. You have Rabbi Meir, Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Yosef, and Rabbi Shimon. We're only missing Rabbi Lazar ben Shemua.
Why did they?
I'm sorry.
Why did they stick them on?
What is that?
Why did they put them on the?
No. On the chart he's here, in the machlekes here, we have a machlekes between all four. Rabbi Meir versus Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, and Rabbi Shimon. I'm sure there's one more student. So, Aval B'Shniya, once it's the second seeing, these students say, which is followed by Rav and Reish Lakish, that Metam Meis Leisim Kidu Kidu, that is Metam L'Mafrei, even though she's pregnant and or nursing. B'Mrasa Rishayna Chulo. It says in the Mishnah that the second time she sees is Metam L'Mafreya, the first time not, second time yes, but that's only if the first time was a normal seeing. And then the second time she's Metam L'Mafreya. But let's say the first time was because of an incident that happened. It's called, she saw Ba'inus. Ba'inus means that something happened that could cause her to get her period. Could be she did a certain type of exercise, she got scared or something. Then we're going to say that the first time doesn't count. We're going to count from the second one. The second one is going to be the first one. And then the third one shall be Metam L'Mafreya. If there was some sort of incident there that caused her to get her period, which could be whatever it was, got pulled over by the police, got very nervous. I don't know. It's just an example. The Imrasa Rishayna Chulu. Okay. Amar Rav Huna says, Kafza Varasa, Kafza Varasa, Kafza Varasa, Kavala Vest. If a woman jumps, that's the word Kafza. and she sees dam. She jumps again and she sees dam. She jumps a third time, she sees dam. So she now has a vest, an anticipated time that she's supposed to see blood. The Gemara asks, Lamai, to what? What is how does this work? And by the way, this is in Shulchan Aruch. This Eily Yamim, do we say it's to the days? How could it be for the days? The days would mean like, let's say the day of the month. It says, but 1 second. She doesn't jump, she doesn't see, so which day? Ela lekvitzas. She's kaveya ves lekvitzas. That every time she jumps, she has to be concerned that could be she saw blood. And if she doesn't do a bedika, if Vestis arises, she's going to be tummy. Gemara says, V'atanya, kol shetikvena machmas anything that's established because of an einus, which this is called an einus, it's not like against her will, it's still called einus.
It's unexpected.
Right. I feel kama pamim like of a vest. Even if it happens many times, it's not a vest. Why are you saying here it's a vest? My love, like of a vest klal. It sounds like it's not a vest at all. The Gemara says like of a vest liyam lechudayu, lekvitzas lechudayu, aval kaval a vest liyam lekvitzas. It's not a vest of just jumping. And it's definitely not a vest of just days. It's a vest of both together. If she has an aerobics class every third Sunday of the month, and that's when she sees, so if she goes to that class, then she's going to get that, she's going to have to do a bedika to make sure she does
the combination.
The combination. The Gemara says, Liyamim lechudayu pshita. Why did you say, when we said that it's the combination, you said, it's not this alone, and it's not that alone. Obviously,